Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to give my Week 3 predictions for the 2014 NFL regular season. Last week, I went 9-7 in what proved to be a very difficult week for most of us prognosticators out there. I saw some people going 4-12, and they work for ESPN.com. So whenever I see that, I look at myself and I say, pretty good. This league is still very unpredictable. Now, this week appears to be a lot easier than week 1 and week 2, so I should do better, but that means all of you will do better, especially if you're in my James Carter TV Picks Challenge. So it's really going to come down to who amongst us can pick those games that other people are not seeing, and you know me, I love to supply a couple surprise picks every week because I'm not your old boring analyst on here. I supply you with entertaining stuff, and I actually believe it. So, there's that too. So, let's start with the Thursday night football game between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers being the visiting team in this endeavor. And that, to me, is the deal breaker. If this game was in Tampa Bay, without a doubt, I would pick the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win this game, and when the Falcons go to Tampa Bay later on in this 2014 regular season, I will pick Tampa Bay. But it is in Atlanta. Atlanta is coming off a loss. They're back home. Their fans are hyped up because they believe that they have a chance at this NFC South title. So sure, the Falcons will convince them for this one night only. And Lovie Smith made a huge error when he went into the season with Josh McCown as his starting quarterback. If Josh McCown was not starting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and they weren't able to, draft a Derek Carr, to me, the Buccaneers might be 2-0 right now. Because you look at last week versus the Rams' inability to put up points. You look at the week before that, they were facing the Derek Anderson Panthers. Why'd they lose? Because they were unable to put up points. And I look at Josh McCown. That's what I look at. But I digress. Falcons 27-23. We move on to the San Diego Superchargers. They looked very super last week as they beat the Seattle Seahawks, and they are visiting the Buffalo Bills. Bills have gotten off to a fast 2-0 start. And for those of you who watched my 2014 regular season prediction video before the season, I told you all that the Buffalo Bills would start off hot. Now, I wasn't sure if they're going to be able to maintain it and get a wild card spot, but it is definitely a possibility, and it's looking like a possibility right now, and I like the Buffalo Bills. I like the type of game they're playing. I like their defense. I like what Jim Schwartz is doing with that defense, changing it back to a 4-3. Mario Williams, Kyle Williams getting after the quarterback. Marcel Darius, despite being fat, is also doing a good job containing the run. It's the Bills. The Chargers won last week, yay, but they're going cross-country all the way up to Buffalo. Buffalo's hot. Their fans, they're pretty loud there at Buffalo. It won't be easy. It'll be 23-21, but the Bills keep up their hot start and win in Buffalo. We have the Tennessee Titans at the Cincinnati Bengals. I am a Tennessee Titans fan, but as I tell you guys all the time, I am not a biased Tennessee Titans fan. I'm 1-1 when picking Titans game. I'll be 2-1. I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals to beat the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans are not that good. And it's all because of their quarterback, Jake Locker, who remains to be an inconsistent quarterback. Now, if he goes out there and he plays well, they could win this game, but the Bengals have really been impressing me. They beat the Falcons. He was in Cincinnati, but they beat the Falcons, and they went to Baltimore and beat Baltimore. I think it'll be closer than what people expect. I think the Bengals win 24-17, but the Bengals win quite easily. They don't have too much trouble here. We have the Baltimore Ravens at the Cleveland Browns. This is a little bit of a trap. The Browns, they're high on each other right now, but I thought the Browns were going to be one of the worst teams in the league going into this year, and I still do. And I love the Baltimore Ravens more than other people do. I think they have a great defense. I think they have a top 5 defense. Maybe not top 5, maybe top 7. Hell, why not? Who else has a top 5 defense right now? So, yeah. I think the Ravens could have a top 5 defense in the NFL right now. So I think they can go to Cleveland and withhold them from putting up too many points, and I think they can put up enough points to get the victory. So I'm picking Baltimore to win in Cleveland 19-13 because I love the Ravens defense and I have that much faith within them. Alright, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. Now, let me tell you about these Lions. I tried to find some sort of rationale to pick the Lions to win this game. And I couldn't do it. You know, there's just something here that I just don't like about Detroit. Now, this could definitely be a game where they win. And as I'm talking about it, as I hear my mouth going off, the more I want to pick the Detroit Lions to win this game. So this might be a pick that I change. But for now, I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to go to Detroit and to win this game. Lions still have some issues to me. Yes, they, killed the New York Giants week uno. But I don't care because they looked terrible. In Carolina, they looked awful. They couldn't put up points. Best wide receiver in the NFL couldn't throw to them. That's concerning to me. But I really think I might change this one. But for now, I'm going to pick the Packers 30-27. We have the Indianapolis Colts at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I am definitely picking the Indianapolis Colts to win this one in Jacksonville. Indianapolis is starting 0-2. They cannot afford to lose this one because as soon as they lose this one, I am off the Colts bandwagon. I had them going 12-4 this year, looking less and less likely right now. And geez, they need to win this game. I mean, wow, you need to win this game, and they will. Jacksonville still stinks, and I laughed at guys like Gil Brandt over at NFL.com that the Jacksonville Jaguars going 10-6. 10-6, and I told this man, hey, if they go 8-8, it's a miracle. It's a miracle if the Jacksonville Jaguars go 8-8. It's a miracle. I mean, let's go to the temple and pray because there's been a miracle if the Jaguars go 8-8, and yet people thought they were going to make the playoffs. Ridiculous, they suck. All right, now. Oakland Raiders at the New York Patriots. Speaking of people that suck, the Oakland Raiders are a team that I slightly over-prognosticated. They're still bad, and I'm jumping on that now. Patriots win this one. Now, I like Derek Carr. Hopefully, they don't. When they do, because they will. They're going to sweep house. They're going to get rid of Dennis Allen. They're going to get rid of Reggie McKenzie, hopefully. Hopefully, when they sweep house, they don't get rid of Derek Carr. But if they're at the top of the 2015 NFL Draft, and I believe that they will be, and you see a Marcus Mariota or you see a Jameis Winston, they might be tempted to take him. But I think they'd be better off taking a Randy Gregory, taking a Leonard Williams, a defensive juggernaut to add on to Khalil Mack and really have two studs on defense. I think that's what they should do. But they're idiots. And I'm really talking about something that's far away. But, the Raiders fans, you get a little bit of a taste there. Patriots will win this one. 31-14, quite easily. Patriots back playing the football that they should play, and not a second too late. We have the Minnesota Vikings at the New Orleans Saints. I'm picking the New Orleans Saints to escape going 0-3. They're not going to lose this game. The Saints have lost week 1 and week 2. They're on the road. I mean, yeah, come on, guys. Yeah. Breaking news. The Saints suck on the road. Yeah, we didn't know this. Yeah, we knew it, okay? Yes, the Saints suck on the road. They're back home. They're going to show us all why they're dominant at home. Their defense is dominant at home. I think they're going to win it 28-13. Adrian Peterson is not playing this game. I mean, that's another huge thing that you have to take into consideration here. And everyone loves Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer's not going to win games this year, guys. He's not. They're not good enough. And with this Adrian Peterson debacle, abomination, they're done. The Vikings are done, and they're not going to win games. So let's just get rid of that out of our systems right now. We have the Houston Texans at the New York Giants. Now, I've picked against the Houston Texans week 1 and week 2, and they've proven me wrong. Week 1 and week 2. Now they're at New York, and New York stinks. They suck, they stink, but I think New York likes to do this. I think they like to win a game every now and then against a bad team. I still believe the Texans to be a bad team, and I think they'll eke out a victory here, a 21-16 victory here, because I still don't have faith in the Texans. And Arian Foster is running well, and I understand all that, but They're still not a good football team to me. Yes, they beat Jacksonville, and then they beat, no, not Jacksonville, they beat Washington, the RG3 Washington. That's a completely different Washington. Washington stunk that game. They shot themselves in the foot more than the Texans played well. So, you know, I have to hold that against them. I'm picking the Giants to win this game. Can you guys hear that? I just farted. Wow, what a fart. Anyway. Giants, 21-16. We have the Washington Redskins at the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, let me tell you right now. First of all, because I don't feel like making a whole video on this. But real quick on the Washington Redskins, let me tell you right now. RG3 will never start another game at quarterback for the Washington Redskins, and here's why. Kirk Cousins is about to go on one hell of a run at quarterback. He's going to have a Nick Foles-esque season. I'm telling you right now, he's going to play absolutely phenomenal. He's going to lead the Redskins to the NFC East title. He's going to be so good that they never even think about RG3 again, and he'll be traded or he'll be benched next season. That's it. Or they'll have an open competition, which Kirk Cousins will win. Point is this, RG3 will never start another game at quarterback for the Washington Redskins ever. Book it, write it down, that's it for RG3. He's done for the year too. Don't let anyone tell you different, because when Kirk Cousins is going to start winning these games, they're not going to want to start RG3. Now, with all that said, they're going to lose this game. Because the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia, they're high on phonics right now, or they're hooked on phonics, and they're high on weed, because, I mean, wow, they're playing great, and the Sean McCoy will run enough on this Washington Redskins defense, but this is an upset alert, because, like I said, I have a lot of faith in Kirk Cousins in this Jay Gruden offense, though. I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is great. I'm saying in this offense, Kirk Cousins will be great, just like in that offense, Nick Foles is great. So, with all that said, though, Eagles 27-24. We have the Dallas Cowboys at the St. Louis Rams. Now, beware, everyone that's picking these games, because this could be a Cowboy game. And what do I mean by that? I mean, the Cowboys look great the week before, come out and lay an egg. This could exactly be the case here with the Dallas Cowboys. However, I will pick the Cowboys to win this game 27-17, but I will keep my eye on this being a Cowboy game. We have the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Carson Palmer did not play last week. Drew Stanton played well enough to win in New York. But right now, from what I'm hearing, and this is Wednesday I'm making this video, by the way, the status on Carson Palmer is not very good right now. So with all that said, I have to pick the 49ers. But if Carson Palmer plays, I might switch this pick. But no Carson Palmer, no doubt. I'm picking the 49ers to bounce back after losing on Sunday Night Football in their home opener. I think they'll go to Arizona and win if the rumors are true. So 49ers 24-13 pending Carson Palmer's health. We have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Miami Dolphins. I've been low on the Kansas City Chiefs from the get-go. I've been low on the Miami Dolphins from the get-go. And, you know, I had people yelling at me, Dolphins fans, hey, we're 1-0. I didn't hear no one saying anything last week. You ain't gonna say anything, no, you're gonna come back at me this week because you're gonna win this week. In Miami, the Dolphins will win. Now, I still think they're gonna go 5-11, but their schedule is treating them lightly in the beginning, but it will get tougher, Dolphins fan, I guarantee. Dolphins win 20-17, but this could definitely be an upset alert. Chiefs feeling a little desperate. Miami, I still don't believe to be that good. So if the Chiefs go down there and win, I won't be surprised. Won't pick it though. Picking the Broncos at the Seahawks, and that might change though. If Jamal Charles plays, because right now he's a little questionable. If Jamal Charles plays, I think I might change this pick. So keep an eye on that. But for now, Dolphins 2017. Now we have the Denver Broncos at the Seattle Seahawks. Now I have to get ready for this. Okay, I have to mentally prepare myself for this and for you. Because what I'm about to say is going to get me in a whole lot of hot water, and I'm either going to be Jonah, or I'm going to be some other idiot prophet who got everything wrong. Because I'm saying right now, at this juncture of all junctures, that the Denver Broncos are going to go to Seattle, and they're going to beat the Seattle Seahawks. Now, here it comes. I'm going to get all kinds of hate for this. Now, I've been on the record since day one of the NFL season. I'm going to keep saying it because I'm proud of my prediction. I'm proud of it. So I'm going to keep saying it. Just like how you guys are proud of yours that the Seahawks will make it, that they're going to win the Super Bowl, and how proud you guys were after they won in the home opener, but then how quiet you guys were when they lost last week, and how quiet you'll be when they lose this week. Now, bring us back to the pre-Super Bowl era, where we were picking this game, where we were analyzing this game, and some of us had the opinion that the Broncos had too much weapons for the Seattle Seahawks. And even though the game ended up being a blowout, and that's something of which I will, accept wholeheartedly, still, I'm still going to have a little faith in that Broncos offense. But more importantly, the Broncos defense. I think the Broncos defense has improved mightily over the offseason, adding T.J. Ward, adding Aqib Talib, adding Bradley Roby to that core. They drafted him, and man, I have a feeling about this one. Like I said, just like how I've had a feeling about the Seahawks. I think Peyton Manning, that Broncos team, being so motivated after losing that Super Bowl, they've been thinking about facing this team. They've been circling this game on their calendars since February. I think the Denver Broncos are going to go to Seattle. I think they're going to win. Now, I still don't think the Broncos are going to go to the Super Bowl. I still don't think the Seahawks are going to go to the Super Bowl. But for this game, early in the season, I think the Broncos are going to go to Seattle, and I think they're going to beat Seattle. Boom! Now, everyone's going to explode up on me, but we'll give you this. If I'm wrong, feel free to come back to this video and tell me how much of an idiot I was. But if I'm right, I reserve the right to tell you how right I was. So, let's remember that. Now, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Carolina Panthers. Now, I was on the Panthers as well preseason. And let me just pull something up real quick. Because I don't want to sound like I'm a hypocrite. Because I am picking the Panthers to win this game 20-16. But do not believe for a second that I am now changing my stance on the Panthers this season. Because their upcoming 8 games, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not even 8, more like 9 games are very, very, very difficult. And I'll let you be the judge. So here we go. After Pittsburgh, they're going to be 3-0, right? Yay! Panthers going back to the playoffs. Then we have trouble at Baltimore. Yeesh. Hosting Chicago. Now, I think that's a game where I would pick them to win, but there's an upset there, possibly. At Cincinnati. That is not easy. At Green Bay. Yeesh. Versus Seattle. Ike. Now, you're hosting them, which is good, and they're not that good on the road, but it's still Seattle. Versus New Orleans. Now, Saints on the road are not very good, but it's not an easy game nonetheless. At Philadelphia. Yikes. Hosting Atlanta. Now, that's a very winnable game. I'll pick them to win that game, but still not easy. Bye week. At Minnesota. They can trip you up. And then at New Orleans. That is their next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. 3 of which are winnable. And I think I will predict them to win. Them being probably at Minnesota, hosting Atlanta, hosting either New Orleans or Chicago or Seattle. One of those. Maybe a fourth. Maybe a second one of those. But those are 6 losses at least. Alright, at Baltimore, at Cincinnati, at Green Bay, at Philly, at New Orleans. Those are losses. So trouble is still on the way for Carolina. So don't think I've backed down on that stance at all. Now, this is going way too long, so let's finish it up, please. Now, we have the Chicago Bears at the New York Jets, football Jets. It's the Bears. Now, I'm going to regret this pick. So, I mean, let's just throw that out there right now. But, and you know, the Jets, they're terrible. No, they're not. I mean, I picked them to make the playoffs, and I think I'm going to stick with that stance. I'm still pondering this one. I might change this one tomorrow. But for now, I don't think the Jets corners can even hold a candle to Alshon Jeffrey and Brandon Marshall. I think the Bears are ready to roll. So I'm picking the Bears to win this one, but this is a pick that I could change. So with all this said, James Carter TV, week 4. Now, week 3 NFL regular season prediction. What's yours? Comment down below. I've now closed the James Carter TV challenge, picks challenge. You had a chance to join. You were too late, so too bad. And until next time, James Carter TV, I'm out.